question for you. Ever wished you had a superpower to peek into someone's thoughts? Well, you're in luck because today we're diving deep into the fascinating world of human behavior. I'm about to share 9 mind-blowing psychological tips that will help you read anyone like an open book. But before we start, I want you to think about a time when you felt completely clueless about what someone else was thinking or feeling. Got it? Good. Hold on to that memory, because by the end of this video, you'll have the tools to crack even the most mysterious human codes. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of the human mind? Let's jump right in. All right, let's kick things off with a game changer. Micro-expressions. These are lightning-fast facial expressions that flash across a person's face in a fraction of a second, revealing their true emotions before they can mask them. Dr. Paul Ekman, a pioneer in the study of emotions and facial expressions, identified 7 universal micro-expressions. Anger, fear, sadness, disgust, contempt, surprise, and happiness. By learning to spot these, you'll gain incredible insight into what people are really feeling. Remember, the key is to look for fleeting expressions that contrast with the person's overall demeanor. For instance, a quick flash of anger during a smile could indicate hidden frustration. Now, let's zoom out from the face and look at the whole body. Did you know that according to experts, up to 55% of communication is non-verbal? That's right, what people don't say often speaks louder than words. Here are some key body language cues to watch for. 1. Posture. Is the person leaning in, showing interest? Or are they leaning back, possibly feeling defensive? 2. Arms. Crossed arms might indicate discomfort or disagreement, while open arms suggest openness and receptivity. 3. Legs. Crossed legs can signal defensiveness, while open legs often indicate comfort and confidence. 4. Hands. Fidgeting or hiding hands can suggest nervousness or deception. Now pause for a moment and check your own body language. How are you sitting or standing right now? Your body is constantly sending signals, and so is everyone else's. Try this. The next time you're in a conversation, consciously observe the other person's body language. Notice how their posture, gestures, and positioning change as you discuss different topics. You might be surprised at what you discover. All right. Time to perk up those ears because we're diving into the world of verbal cues. Effective listening isn't just about hearing words, it's about understanding the emotions and intentions behind them. Here's how to become a master listener. 1. Pay attention to tone. Is their voice tense, relaxed, excited, or flat? 2. Notice speech patterns. Do they speed up or slow down when talking about certain topics? 3. Listen for verbal tics. Frequent use of phrases like, or like, can indicate nervousness or uncertainty. 4. Observe pauses. Thoughtful pauses might indicate careful consideration, while awkward silences could suggest discomfort. Remember, it's not just about what they say, but how they say it. Here's a challenge for you. In your next conversation, try to focus not just on the words, but on these verbal cues. What hidden messages can you uncover? Now, let's put on our detective hats and talk about incongruence. This is when someone's words don't match their body language or tone of voice. It's like a person saying, "I'm fine," while their face looks like they just bit into a lemon. Incongruence is often a sign that someone is hiding their true feelings or being dishonest. Here's how to spot it. 1. Compare verbal and nonverbal cues. Do they match or contradict each other? 2. Look for mismatched emotions, like a forced smile that doesn't reach the eyes. 3. Notice timing discrepancies, such as a delayed nod when agreeing verbally. Think about a time when you felt something was off about what someone was telling you. Chances are, you were picking up on incongruence. Exercise time. Watch a political debate or interview with the sound off, then watch it again with sound. Did you notice any mismatches between what's being said and the body language? Let's talk about establishing a behavioral baseline. This is how someone typically acts in normal, relaxed situations. Once you know their baseline, you can easily spot deviations that might indicate stress, excitement, or deception. To establish someone's baseline, 1. Observe them in different contexts. How do they behave at work versus in social settings? 2. Notice their typical speaking patterns, tone, speed, and vocabulary choices. 3. Pay attention to their usual body language and gestures. 4. Take note of their standard emotional responses to everyday situations. For example, if a usually talkative person suddenly becomes quiet, or if a typically reserved individual becomes animated, these could be signs that something significant is happening beneath the surface. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, pick a person you interact with regularly. Over the next week, consciously observe their baseline behavior. Then, see if you can spot moments when they deviate from this baseline. What insights does this give you? Time for some Jedi mind tricks. Well, not really, but mirroring is pretty close. Mirroring is the unconscious copying of another person's behavior, and it's a powerful tool for building rapport and understanding others. Here's how to use mirroring. 1. Subtly match the other person's body language and gestures. 2. Adjust your speaking pace and tone to match theirs. 3. Use similar language patterns or phrases. But remember, the key word here is subtle. You're aiming for synchronization, not mimicry. If done right, mirroring can make the other person feel more comfortable and open up more easily. Mirroring should be used to enhance genuine connections, not to manipulate. Try this. In your next conversation, experiment with gentle mirroring. Notice how it affects the interaction. Does the other person seem more at ease? Do you feel more connected? Now, let's dive into the world of emotions. Being able to accurately read someone's emotional state is like having a superpower in social situations. Here are some emotional tells to watch for. 1. Happiness. Genuine smiles involve the eyes, so look for crinkles. 2. Anger. Flared nostrils. Tightened jaw or clenched fists. 3. Sadness, downturned mouth, slumped shoulders, or avoiding eye contact. 4. Fear, widened eyes, raised eyebrows, or a slight step back. 5. Disgust, wrinkled nose, raised upper lip. Remember, emotions are complex, and people often experience multiple feelings at once. The key is to look for clusters of signs rather than relying on a single cue. Pause and reflect. Think about a recent emotional interaction you had. Can you identify any of these tells in yourself or the other person? How might recognizing these signs earlier have changed the interaction? right, interrogation time. Just kidding, but asking the right questions is crucial for reading people accurately. The way you phrase your questions can dramatically influence the responses you get. Here are some questioning techniques. 1. Use open-ended questions. These encourage detailed responses and reveal more information. 2. Ask why questions. These help you understand motivations and thought processes. 3. Use hypothetical scenarios. These can reveal values and decision-making patterns. 4. Pay attention to how questions are answered. Hesitation, changes in tone, or deflection can be telling. For example, instead of asking, "Did you like the movie?" try, "What was your favorite part of the movie?" The second question is likely to elicit a more detailed and revealing response. Your challenge. In your next conversation, consciously try to ask more open-ended and why questions. Notice how this changes the depth and quality of the interaction. Does it help you understand the other person better? Last but definitely not least, let's talk about the importance of context and culture. The same behavior can mean different things in different situations or cultures. Consider these factors when interpreting someone's behavior. 1. Cultural background. Gestures and expressions can have different meanings across cultures. 2. Personal history. Past experiences can shape how someone reacts to certain situations. 3. Current circumstances, stress, fatigue, or recent events can influence behavior. 4. Environmental factors. The setting and who else is present can affect how someone acts. For instance, direct eye contact might be a sign of respect in one culture, but considered rude in another. Always consider the broader picture to avoid misinterpretations. Can you think of a time when you misunderstood someone's behavior because you didn't consider the full context or cultural differences? How might understanding these factors have changed your interpretation? Congratulations, you made it. We've just unlocked 9 powerful tips to read anyone instantly. From micro-expressions to cultural context, you now have a toolkit to understand people better than ever before. But remember, with great power comes great responsibility. Use these skills ethically and respectfully. The goal isn't to manipulate or take advantage of others, but to foster better understanding, empathy, and communication in your relationships. If you found this content valuable, we encourage you to subscribe to our channel for more insights on psychology, communication, and personal development. Don't forget to like this video and share it with friends or family who might benefit from these strategies. Your engagement helps us create more content that empowers you on your journey towards better understanding yourself and others. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, keep observing, keep learning, and keep growing in your ability to read and connect with the people around you. Remember, every interaction is an opportunity to practice these skills and deepen your understanding of the fascinating world of human behavior.